Hey everybody, this is Trucker Joe. I know it's been forever since I've made a video and got it out into the system, but today we're talking about big T problems. You're probably going like, Trucker Joe, what are you talking about big T problems? I'm talking about trouble. I'm talking about trauma. I'm talking about turmoil. All those big T things that happen to all of us sometime in our life. And, sometimes those things can happen because we made some bad decisions and had to suffer the consequences. Drug addiction, you know, things like that. Other times things happen to us. We get in a car accident, maybe we were hit around as a kid or something like that. All these kind of things that happen to us. Maybe our house burned down, no fault of your own. I understand these things happen to all of us at some point in our life. Hopefully not too many times, but sometimes they really do. And how are we going to deal with these things? Because it takes time to get through these things, and I understand that. But if it's taken a long time and it's affecting your job and your relationships and just everything in your life, that's going beyond. I mean, especially if it's going on for years and years and you're not getting through it. I mean, a death of a loved one it could take you a year to get over that. Okay, but I'm talking about things that go beyond that. It's like, oh man, this is just really getting them down. How do you get through that? And I think there's 3 ways to get through them. Number 1, of course, is self-medication. Okay, that's a big one. It's easy. It works pretty good, okay? Alcohol, drugs, even working really hard. Working, okay? Pornography, illicit sexual relationships with everybody and their brother. Those things, they're there, okay? And they do work to a certain extent. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a cut in your arm, but it's going to present its own troubles and trauma and things that go on in spite of it, and you need more. If you start out with 1 beer to cover the hurt and escape, it's going to take a lot more down the road. Okay, so that's one, and I don't recommend that at all. Okay, don't do that. That is only a temporary fix, and it's not going to work in the long run. It's gonna come back and bite you. Okay, number 2. Okay, this one I highly recommend, and this one is going to see a counselor or a psychiatrist, getting down there and really getting those things out and just letting them telling what the problems are and having them give you the tools to deal with the thing. This is highly effective for lots of different people, okay? But number 3, that's for people that not gonna go there. And I can hear some of you going like, Trucker Joe, I ain't going to no head shrinker. No way. You can't get me to sit down, laying down on no couch and telling somebody how I feel. Not for me. This is for you. This whole video is for you because I'm kind of fall into that camp myself. Probably not too eager to go lay on a couch and tell somebody how I feel. Okay, so I had something traumatic happen a number of years back, and I just started afterwards journaling. That's right, just journaling, just writing it down all the time, every day. You spent just a few minutes every day writing a couple of sentences, and you can write that on your phone. Okay, just get on there on your notepad. How about a laptop or an actual journal with paper and pen? Just writing it down. Because how I view this is that when we go through this trauma, it's like a whole bunch of garbage getting shoved into our body. Either we shoved it in there or somebody else shoved it in there, and it just gets in there and it just sometimes doesn't want to come out. And when you start writing every day, okay, just for a little bit, it's like taking a teaspoon, start scraping some of that out. Just slowly but surely, just kind of scrape, getting it out, filtering it through your brain, through your heart, and out through your fingers. Okay? This is really important. And I feel like if you are struggling, or if you know somebody is struggling, encourage them to write, or you should start writing every day, just a couple of sentences to start out. Preferably first thing in the morning before you do anything else. Just get it out. And you're probably saying like, well, I don't know what to write about, Trucker Joe. Write about anything and everything. Okay. And I would probably encourage you not to write about the traumatic experience right away. Save that for down the road. Okay. Just start writing out maybe some goals that you want to do today. What your family is planning on doing, how you're feeling about what's going on at work, any of those things. And all of those things, just start writing it down. Because I think if you do that, you're going to find out it kind of puts that trauma in a better place. Doesn't completely go away, doesn't completely make it disappear, but it puts it in the proper perspective so you can build on your relationships, your work relationships, and what's going on at work, and everything else in your life can start coming together a little bit better. That helped me so much back. I wrote for 2 years, okay? Got bored of that and wrote my first novel because I was bored of just journaling. So I started writing a book, okay? I'm not saying that you're going to write a book or a novel or something like that, but it just kind of opens things up and gets you going, gets you on the right path, okay? Because I'm Trucker Joe. I'm rooting for you. I want you to succeed. And if you're struggling with some things, go to a counselor first, if you will. If you won't, start writing it down. Write every day without fail. Just write. Entitling this, Write It Off. Or write it out. Write it out. Write it out of your system. Write that garbage out of your system and into the universe. And if you like this, and if this is something that's encouraged you or something, send me a message. Write me a note. I'm always trying to encourage people, and because I'm looking out for you. I'm rooting for you. This is Trucker Joe. Keep your head up, keep those wheels turning, and above all, please have a great day.